The time has come. Dead. Tired. Just ran out of my Spotify listening hours. Hello, my fellow book lovers, and welcome into this week's video. The time has come for us to do a 24-hour readathon. I knew this would happen one day. I'm not gonna lie, I am a little bit nervous because when it hits 10 p.m., that's my bedtime. So I'm not exactly sure if I'll be able to stay up. I think we'll see how many hours we can go. If I have to go to sleep, then I'll just pause the timer and we'll pick it back up the next day. But I am gonna try to push through for as many hours as possible because we have to do 24 hours nonetheless. So we might as well just try to do it as fast as possible. But I do have a game plan in mind that is gonna help us out. So let me run through that. Firstly, we will start our challenge on TikTok Live as motivation. I think talking to a bunch of book friends and having some help picking out my TBR and I don't know, I think it'll help me. So we are going live. Secondly, having a wide variety of books. I'm talking thriller, fantasy, romance, all the books because I know that I'm gonna need to change it up. I'm a mood reader. Having a good TBR set in place is gonna help us out. Lastly, when it comes to the nighttime, that is what I'm nervous about. When it gets a little bit later, I'm gonna try to move around as much as possible, end up sitting on the couch or in the bed and then falling asleep. I'm gonna try instead sitting in here, having the lights on in the office, maybe sitting at the desk even. Now, I know that my husband is gonna stay up with me in solidarity, so he's gonna make sure that I stay focused. So yeah, that's basically today's plan. Yeah, let's get into it. I'm kind of nervous. Okay, let's start the timer. We're running. Let's go. We have officially read for 1 hour. We have a long way to go, but I thought I'd update you guys because I started this reading challenge on TikTok Live and that was really fun. I think that was a good move from my side. Kind of gave me some motivation being on and talking to some book friends. I got 30 something pages in. So not crazy, but I was yapping a lot. A bit slow for our first hour. And then I also found our TBR. So let me just give you guys a rundown of the books we have lined up. First, we have The Stranger Upstairs, and this is a mystery thriller book. I just recently picked it up. I think like a day or two ago. These books always keep me hooked, so I feel like this might be good for later on in the night when we need some motivation. And then we also have With a Love from London, which is I'm not really sure if this is like a contemporary or if it has like a romance plot. Might be good to have a little bit of like a lighter book. And then obviously I have Powerless that I'm listening to on audiobook, so if at some point I want to like sit down and do a little bit of an activity like a puzzle or something, we can listen to an audiobook. Obviously, if any of those books for whatever reason is not calling our name, we have our Kindle that we can always resort to. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and make myself a grilled cheese, a little snack. Let's do a little update. So this is where our timer is currently at, and the sun is also going down. I thought this challenge would be good to start like in the afternoon because that way we get the night done and over with first. By the time the morning comes around, I'll hopefully have like a little bit more energy. Wow, this sun is. I have been reading Iron Flame up until now, and I am really liking it. I'm quite a slow reader, so I'm gonna take that into consideration. I think it's time that we switch up the book, even though I am really enjoying it. I am in the mood for a little change now that I'm getting a little bit more tired, not gonna lie. We have With Love from London, which I feel like could be a good move. We also have The Stranger Upstairs, which is a thriller or like a mystery, I think. So that's another option. I'm not really feeling fantasy this second. I feel like I need a little break from like the heavy fantasy. I do have other books on my physical TBR, but I think the only other book from my TBR that I might consider reading is Dial A for Aunties. It's like a book where she accidentally kills her blind date and there's a wedding going on. Calls her aunts to help her like cover it up and sort it out, I think. I feel like this might be a like good mix of those two other books kind of mending into one. Maybe. Whoa, this lighting is crazy. So I think before we have to sit here for any further, I think let's try to see if we can't start Dial A with Aunties and get some reading done. I am fueling up with Pepsi. Lots of caffeine. This book is like the perfect mix of comedy and high stakes, but it doesn't feel high stakes because it's just like, it's kind of funny. I have officially finished up the first book. Not gonna lie, I have never finished a whole book in one day or one sitting before, so this is a new experience for me and it feels a little bit surreal, but I'm so happy and I'm so excited. And I would probably show my excitement more if it wasn't because I was dead tired. I actually don't even know what time it is because I don't have my phone, but let me check my Kindle and see what time it is, because I am the girl who has the clock on her Kindle. It is 11:42, so I've been reading for quite a while, but I'm still wearing my little cutesy outfit, so I'm gonna change into some sweatpants. Sweatpants are on, and we have acquired a new level of comfort. Let me sit down and give you my thoughts on the book. Alright, so I finished Dial A for Aunties, and I'm actually really happy that I picked this book up because I think it was the perfect mix of like fun and a little bit flirty. It had the fun banter, but it also had the like murder mystery vibe. It kind of felt like a more like comedic version of like a Knives Out movie. So I'm gonna try to give my spoiler-free review of this. I think the premises of this book is really fun. It's not like what I'm about to say is not a spoiler. She accidentally kills her blind date, and then her mom and her aunts help her like deal with the body basically. At the same time, this whole thing takes place at a wedding with like 2,000 wedding guests. They have a family business that they run, so they are the photographer, the wedding cake, the flowers, the makeup, whatever. It's all their business. So they're basically a part of this wedding, and they are trying to like hide a dead body, and there's also some other things that happen. And a few glances in the beginning of the book to some like high school, college days, where she was dating this guy, and that gets relevant later on in the book. So I really, really enjoyed my time with this book, and we have to figure out our next read. But I have a plan in mind. Remember our little game plan from earlier? I have a game plan. I have been reading my books since 3 p.m. And I think to keep myself awake, I need to do an activity. So my plan is I'm gonna put on some headphones and then listen to Powerless, good old audiobook. And then I'll do a little bit of diamond painting, I think, while I listen. And maybe I also have some ice cream. Oh god, this is way too early to feel tired. Let's go get ice cream and listen to Powerless. Let's go. This is our halfway checkpoint of our 24-hour readathon. To be honest, up until now, I've been doing pretty good. But the second I had 3 a.m., we slowly started going downhill. I started this challenge at 3 p.m., so some of you might ask, it's 4 a.m., so how are we only halfway through? And that's because I took 2 breaks today. I took one to go on a little night drive, and I took another one when we were live on TikTok and I was yapping a bunch. So for it to be fair, when I'm not reading for a long period of time, I pause the timer. I was listening to the audiobook when I was doing my little diamond painting. That was really fun. I'm reading Powerless. In Powerless. They just started the trials. So far, I really like Peyton. I like her. She's kind of badass. Kai, I'm still like getting to know, but I can definitely tell that he cares a lot, and we're getting little snippets of kind of just how his life looks, in the palace, and how different it is from his brother's life. So yeah. To be honest, my original thought was that we were gonna power through the whole night, we were gonna be good, like, I don't have to worry about anything, but I have paused the timer because I was falling asleep. This is my 4 a.m. brain, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get cozy, get underneath the covers, and probably go to sleep. But for now, good night, and I'll see you guys sometime in the very near future. Probably tomorrow morning at some point. Good morning. So, safe to say I slept quite a bit because it is 11 a.m. So, we need to start the timer and catch up on our reading, and my sleep was average. So, yeah, I'm gonna continue with Powerless, I think. See if we can't finish that. So right now I have 12 hours left of my timer, and that means that tonight at 11 we should be done. Let's start reading. Okay, I've been reading for a little bit now. It's like 12:30 almost. I'm also currently 50% through Powerless. I don't know what it is, but I feel like feel like I'm reading so many pages, but like the percentage barely goes up. I ate my grilled cheese and I continued my reading, and I'm right now at 62% of Powerless. I don't know what it is. It's not really like holding my attention. I think I had this issue because I started listening to it on audiobook and I really liked the audiobook. So when I try to read it in an ebook form, it's almost like it doesn't transfer to ebook, like it doesn't feel the same. And right now I feel like I'm just reading words, like so I think what I might do is go into our office and maybe switch over to Iron Flame. I mean, it's a really thick book, like I don't even think I can even get through it today, but I just feel like reading this more. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put on my headphones and listen to some audio because that always helps me out when I'm reading fantasy. And then an Arizona and some chocolate to get us through. So hopefully we can get to like chapter 21 in the next hour. But then I gotta read really fast, so let's see. Okay, I am so annoyed right now. I am so annoyed. So basically, I've been listening to the audiobook of Powerless, which has been perfect for me because, like I mentioned earlier, I'm having a little bit of a tough time with like the ebook version, but I just ran out of my Spotify listening hours. No, are you kidding me? This sucks. Okay, I am 83% through. So maybe we could do this. I'll see you again when I am done with this book. Okay, let's go. Why are they just doing that? So, with about roughly 4 hours left, we have finished Powerless. I'm really excited that we finally finished it though, because I'm gonna be so honest, that's a book that I've tried to read like twice now, and for some reason, I wanted to love it so much, but for some reason, I just couldn't. Like, I just couldn't get into it. So, the audiobook for sure helped out a lot. I'll give you like some quick thoughts. I don't know if I have a rating in mind yet. I think it's like a confusing book to me because to be honest, I feel like I like the side characters more than the main characters in the story. I don't get connected to them and I don't care as much about the characters as maybe like adult stories, with like a few exceptions, obviously. 4 hours left. Now we need to read some more, I guess. So I think I'm just gonna continue with Iron Flame. I'll see if there's like something else I'm more in the mood for. I'm a mood reader. I'm gonna pick a book eventually. officially down to less than an hour, and we have been reading Iron Flame for the last. You know what? I have no concept of time anymore. I'm not really even sure. But we ended up finishing Powerless, and then I downloaded Iron Flame onto my Kindle. Because luckily my library had it available as an ebook, so I was reading it on my Kindle because I didn't feel like sitting with a chunk of a book. We have officially made it halfway through this book, so I'm quite happy about that. I'm about to start chapter 34, and I thought why not be comfy in bed and do this? Oh, I cannot wait for this to be over. I cannot believe that I did that. Like, we made it through because I'm tired and I am so done with reading. Like, I definitely need to do something else for the next 12 hours. We have officially finished the 24-hour readathon, and I thought we could do a little roundup of the books and my thoughts and ratings and all that stuff. Here's our pile of books. And first of all, I want to say I had so much fun doing this reading challenge. Let's start off with the book that absolutely saved me, and Dial A for Aunties was absolutely what I needed. It is a rom-com meets murder mystery. Like, that's what it is. I think I'm like 3.5, possibly even a 4-star book. I think I'm like sitting a bit on the rating just to be sure, but I loved everything that this gave me, and it was really fast paced. So this is basically about a woman who gets set up for a blind date by her mom, and she accidentally kills him. Then her mom and her 4 aunts come in as like reinforcement and help her deal with this body, but they also have a family business and they do weddings, like, and it just happens to be that there's this huge wedding with like 2,000 guests the day of. So they have a body and a wedding, and there is someone from her past who appears. So, and at some point it got a little bit like wild because new stuff kept getting in the way. But then these like 5 sisters, which is so funny. Like, that just made it all so lighthearted. But next up is Powerless, and I am really excited that I finally finished this book because I wanted to love this book so much. Like, I wanted to love it so much, but for some reason, I don't think it was like 100% for me. I'm really happy I read it, so now I get what everybody is talking about. So for me, this is a 3-star book. Don't come for me. This is just my personal opinion. And 3 stars isn't bad. It's a fun read. Like, if I give a book 3 stars, it could be either or. But I had a really good time. Next up, we have Iron Flame. And I am so proud of myself for starting this book because starting like a thick book, it just is terrifying. But with this book, I just wasn't. It was so good, and I just kept wanting to read. I think it also really helped me out that I read Fourth Wing not that long ago. So everything is still fresh, and that way it made it really easy to just jump right back in and follow the storyline without having to like reconnect with the characters, in if that makes sense. I love the storyline that we've been following. I actually made it to like the second part of the book. I'm currently at page 342, so a little bit over halfway through it. I cannot wait to finish this book. It's probably going to be within the next couple of days or so. Let's see how many pages I read. 1,040 pages. That's really good. I'm kind of proud of myself, not gonna lie, because I have never even finished one book in a day. I like the little challenge. I would definitely consider doing this again in the future. Maybe, you know, special occasion. I don't know. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe. I post a bookish video every single Thursday, and any of you guys have ever done a 24-hour readathon before, let me know down in the comment section and let me know how that went and how many books you read. Until I see you next time, happy reading.